Danielle Bowden's voice, trembling with fear, narrates the opening scene at bay as she speaks over the usually serene sounds of the Cape Fear River. What was once a place of innocent childhood memories now only brings dread, constantly reminding her of a past she desperately wishes to leave behind. This unsettling chapter of her life starts with the menacing return of Max Cady. Max exits prison like a dark cloud over the sunny Florida landscape. His body is covered in tattoos, each one symbolizing his quest for vengeance and the twisted motives driving his every action. Elsewhere in town, Danielle, a teenager with typical adolescent worries, helps her mother Lee with their ceramics business. Meanwhile, her father, Sam, exits a courthouse, leaving behind a tense conversation with his colleague Claude Kursek. The Bowden family's paths intersect with Max's at a local movie theater, a place meant for lighthearted entertainment. A sense of unease begins to build among the popcorn and flickering lights. Max, a dark presence amidst the crowd, disrupts the show with his loud behavior and defiant smoking. This unsettling encounter is just a glimpse of the terror yet to come. Seeking a break from the mounting tension, Sam plays racquetball with Lori Davis, a friend from his youth. However, he can't shake the feeling that his carefully maintained image is starting to crumble. His anxiety intensifies when Max confronts him after the game. Max's sinister familiarity is a stark reminder of the threat he poses. The hatred and anger that Max harbored behind bars are now directed fully at Sam, whom he blames for his lengthy imprisonment. At home, Lee's sense of security is shattered by a chilling sight. Max, like a predator stalking its prey, watches their house from the shadows. The illusion of a perfect family life begins to break as fear takes hold. Sam, visibly shaken, turns to Kursek for advice. The options are limited and grim, highlighting how Max has cleverly manipulated the legal system to torment them. Sam confesses a haunting truth. During Max's original trial, his disgust for Max's crime had led him to withhold a vigorous defense. This past decision now returns to haunt him with a vengeance. Max's harassment intensifies. He confronts Sam repeatedly, his words dripping with veiled threats and insinuations about Lee and Danielle. The Bowden family is enveloped in a constant state of fear. In a desperate bid to protect his loved ones, Sam offers Max money to leave them alone, but Max's twisted sense of justice won't allow it. The legal system has failed Max, and he is determined to execute his own form of retribution. Armed with the legal knowledge he acquired in prison, Max adeptly exploits the thin line between harassment and actionable threats, leaving Sam feeling helpless and frustrated. When their dog is found dead from poisoning, the family's fear solidifies into a chilling certainty. They are at the mercy of a madman, and the once serene Cape Fear River now mirrors the darkness that has enveloped their lives. Desperate for help, Sam Bowden turns to Lieutenant Elgart. A tough and seasoned police officer tries to intimidate Max Cady into leaving town by making threats and giving stern warnings. However, Max remains eerily calm, which only intensifies Sam's anxiety. In a moment of frustration, Sam punches Max, but Max's lack of reaction only makes Sam more uneasy. Sam's fears heighten when Max targets Sam's teenage daughter, Danielle. Max approaches her at a bar, pretending to be friendly before revealing his sinister intentions. The encounter turns violent, leaving Danielle deeply traumatized and hospitalized. At the hospital, Sam begs her to press charges, but the trauma and shame make her too scared to take legal action. With limited options and a reluctant witness, Sam's lawyer suggests a risky plan: entrapment. This involves setting up a scenario where Max can be caught committing a crime. However, Sam, who believes in law and order, is unwilling to sink to Max's level. The already tense atmosphere at the Bowden household worsens as conflicts between Sam and his wife Lee escalate. Sam's attempts to console Danielle after the attack lead Lee to suspect something inappropriate between them. Meanwhile, Lee Bickley tries to persuade Max to leave the family alone, but Max refuses, asserting his legal right to stay. The harassment continues, with Max employing psychological tactics to wear Sam. Sam considers a dangerous suggestion from Lee Bickley. Bickley proposes hiring thugs to rough Max up, but Sam initially rejects the idea, adhering to his moral principles and fear of legal consequences. The situation becomes more dire when Max, posing as Danielle's drama teacher, contacts her and arranges a secret meeting. This encounter leaves Sam suspicious and fearful that something inappropriate happened between Max and his daughter. Overcome with fear and anger, Sam abandons his morals and agrees to have Bickley hire the thugs to attack Max. However, Max proves to be a step ahead. He anticipates the attack, overpowers the hired men, and discovers Sam's involvement in the scheme. This revelation gives Max more power over the Bowden family, making them feel even more helpless. Danielle's behavior complicates things further. She seems strangely drawn to Max's dangerous charm, which throws Sam into deeper despair and confusion. As the legal system fails to protect them and Sam's moral values are challenged, he finds himself ensnared in Max's twisted game. With Max's terror tactics escalating, Sam faces a harrowing dilemma: stick to the law and risk his family's safety, or take extreme measures that could lead to protect his family, Sam Bowden makes a final risky stand against the vengeful Max Cady. Following Kursek's grim suggestion, they rig the house with a nearly invisible monofilament tripwire, hoping to catch Max off guard. However, the plan tragically backfires. Max, cunning and always a step ahead, cleverly disguises himself as the housemaid. In a shocking twist, he strangles the unsuspecting Kursek with his bare hands, leaving Sam reeling with grief and a newfound terror. Consumed by rage, Sam lunges for the window, intent on pursuing Max. Thankfully, Lee intervenes, her composure holding firm amidst the chaos. The Bowdens pack their bags and flee town, hoping to outrun the ever-present threat. Their escape attempt proves futile. Max, displaying a chilling level of dedication, has stowed away underneath their vehicle, clinging on for miles. Shaken but determined, Sam relocates his family to a remote location on the Cape Fear River, seeking solace on a rented houseboat. This false sense of security shatters when they discover Max lurking nearby. He's like a phantom, impossible to shake. In a tense confrontation, Max overpowers Sam, severing the rope that secures the boat to the shore. Max turns his attention to Lee and Danielle. The situation escalates further when Max approaches them with a menacing grin, lighter flicked and ready. In a moment of desperate courage, Danielle grabs a can of lighter fluid and douses Max. The flames erupt momentarily, startling him enough to lose his balance and plunge overboard. Soaked and defeated, Max desperately scrambles back onto the boat. His thirst for vengeance remains unquenched. In a twisted parody of justice, Max stages a mock trial, demanding a confession from Sam for withholding evidence all those years ago. Max then issues a horrifying ultimatum: the women must undress. The boat, tossed violently by the river current, throws the scene further disarray. This unexpected turn of events, they seize the moment and dive into the churning water, disappearing beneath the surface. Max lunges for Sam, a desperate fight for survival. Sam manages to overpower Max, securing him to the railing with handcuffs. Just as quickly as the fight began, it's over. Sam scrambles off the rapidly deteriorating boat, leaving Max chained to its doomed fate. The climax of Cape Fear unfolds on the shattered remnants of a houseboat. Worn down physically and emotionally, he grapples with the overwhelming weight of vengeance. Clutching a splintered piece of wood, he teeters on the edge of becoming what he despises. A glimmer of humanity flickers within Sam. He hesitates and lets the shard of wood fall from his grasp. This moment of decision is a testament to his enduring moral integrity. He chooses survival for himself and to preserve the possibility of rebuilding his shattered life. The already fragile houseboat groans under the strain of their struggle. The scars he bears, both physical and emotional, are undeniable. With a fragile thread of hope for a new beginning in his grasp, Sam must now find the strength to rebuild his life and his family in the wake of this harrowing storm.